Dear soul, someone was crying while writing this letter, and that someone was thinking of you. Not because you did something wrong, but because you've been carrying so much pain that you didn't deserve to carry. Because somewhere deep in your soul, you started to believe that you had to suffer in silence to be worthy of love. But that was never true. You were always enough. You were always loved. This letter was written with trembling hands and a shaking heart by someone who finally realized the weight of what they never said. The ache of all the things they couldn't express turned into these words, hoping somehow they would find their way to you, like a whisper carried by the wind, a silent prayer finally given a voice. It's time you knew the truth. You are not easy to forget. You are not someone they moved on from. They didn't walk away because they didn't love you. They walked away because they were afraid of how much they did. Because loving you felt like standing in sunlight after living in shadows for too long, and their eyes weren't ready for that kind of brightness. They didn't leave because you weren't good enough. They left because they didn't feel good enough to receive a love like yours. They questioned their own worth every time you looked at them with that deep, unwavering trust. It made them feel seen in a way that both comforted and terrified them. They thought they were protecting you by keeping their distance, protecting you from the broken parts of themselves. But the truth is, you weren't afraid of their wounds. You were ready to love them through it all. You were already doing that. They thought silence would be kinder than telling you how broken they felt inside. But silence isn't kind. It's confusing. It's cruel. It leaves you questioning everything beautiful you felt. It leaves you spinning through nights that feel endless, trying to make sense of something that made perfect sense until it suddenly didn't. So now, through these words, they want you to know it was real, all of it. The way they looked at you and forgot the world. The way your presence quieted every storm inside them, if only for a while. The way they laughed like they finally belonged somewhere. Like they'd found a place where the masks could come off, where their heart could rest. The way their soul felt safe in your presence. That wasn't your imagination, that was their heart finally finding rest. After years of searching, after wandering without knowing what they were looking for, there you were. But broken hearts don't always know how to stay. Sometimes love feels so big that it scares the person who never believed they deserved it. It shines too brightly on all the things they tried to hide, and they push it away. Not because it's wrong, but because it feels too right, too healing, too intense, too real. So they run, and you think you did something wrong. You didn't. This letter is their way of saying what they never had the courage to speak. They miss you every single day, even if they don't show it, even if their life looks full. Even if you've seen smiles on their face in photographs or heard about new people in their world, even if they pretend to be fine, even if they walk through life as though nothing is missing, even if they've tried to replace the connection, nothing compares to what they felt with you. You were never just a chapter in their story. You were the part that changed everything. You were the sentence that made sense of all the chaos that came before. And they're sorry for the silence, for the confusion, for making you question your own worth, for letting the fear win, for letting you carry the uncertainty alone, for walking away when all you did was offer them love. Pure, steady, unconditional love. They didn't know how to receive it. They didn't know how to stay. But they never stopped feeling it. You live in the corners of their thoughts, in the pauses of their breath. in the quiet moments they never share with anyone else. And now, finally, they want you to hear it. You were the one who saw them, the one who looked past the walls and into the truth of who they were. You never flinched, the one who stayed when they were difficult to love, when their moods shifted, when their fears took over, when they shut down. Still, you remained, the one who made them feel like maybe, just maybe, they weren't too broken to be chosen. You were a light in the darkness they never admitted to. A light they didn't know how to follow, a home they never thought they'd find, and if they could go back, they'd do it differently. They'd fight harder, speak sooner, stay longer. They'd tell you that your love didn't need to be earned, because it was always enough. But the past can't be changed, only understood. And they want you to understand this. It wasn't your fault. The silence wasn't a reflection of your worth. It was a reflection of their fear. They were drowning in wounds they never told you about. They were trying to survive their own storms, and in the process, they lost the person who was willing to stand in the rain with them. But you didn't lose them. You gave your heart with honesty. You showed up with sincerity. You loved them in a way that changed them, and that will never be forgotten. This letter was written with tears because the truth finally caught up with the silence. And that truth is this: you are unforgettable. You are loved. You are not the one who failed. You are the one who loved bravely. And somewhere out there, the soul who wrote this knows it too. They are healing, growing, waking up to what they ran from, waking up to the echo of your name in the quietest moments of the day. And maybe one day, when the time is right, your paths will cross again. Maybe not. But either way, you deserve peace. You deserve to know that you were never the problem. You were the miracle they didn't know how to hold. And that truth, it's time you finally knew, because someone cried writing it, and someone hopes with every part of their soul that you'll believe it now. You are loved, you are remembered, and your heart, it was never too much. It was always enough. You are the light they never stopped looking for. You are the love they couldn't forget. You are the peace they're still searching for in other places. And maybe, just maybe one day they'll be ready to hold what they once let go. But until that day, let this truth stay with you. You are not forgotten. You are not replaceable. You are the kind of love that changes people. And you always were. Always will be. Always remembered. Always cherished, even in silence, even in distance, even in the places where words have not yet reached. You are still the love they never stopped feeling. And no matter how much time passes,